Okay, what do we have here then? Well, something similar to trains. Oh, apologies for all that in the background. It still needs to be moved. They still run on tracks, and in fact these will run. Well, they're not motorised. You can get some which are motorised, but these will run on the Hornby double scale track here, as you can see. Yeah, we'll get to that shortly. Yeah, these are Trams, having a Leeds one and the famous Blackpool Balloon one. Well, we'll have a look at the Leeds one first, because it's a bit more simple to get out. This one's screwed in, but I've got a screwdriver here, so we'll look at this one first. Yeah, yeah, 176 scale, exclusive first edition. Well, they're actually both my dad's really, but he just hasn't really seen them for a while. Yeah, this is the your Horsefield tram car, Leeds Transport at 13406. So is history or history about the company, you know, the collector's exclusive first editions, die-cast models. Yeah, I actually got this from the Tram Museum. I can't remember where it is. Yeah, it definitely is a Tram Museum, which I haven't been to for years, a long time. I can remember going to it when I was fairly young. It was a while ago. Yeah, years ago when my dad got these. He's had them for a long time. They're still in really good condition. They're still in because they've been kept in their boxes. They hardly, well, to be honest, they're hardly ever taken out. They haven't been taken out for a while. They spent most of their life in the boxes. But if you're not a tram person, yeah, you know, that's fine. That's fine. Again, this is one. Just carefully get it out. There we go. This is a four-wheeler. You know, with I think probably a fixed four-wheel bogie, and I don't think a four-wheel one needs to turn. Now, even though it will fit on double scale track, not brilliantly. The wheels, they're not as well shaped. Well, it's not as well. Well, so you know, as actual Hornby, these Corgi are first edition models. The Blackpool one is Corgi Classics. The wheels aren't really as well shaped. So if you put them on, they very easily derail or pop straight off. But they still do fit on the track. I'll show you it in a second. We'll just have a look. This tram is number 4. Reminds me, I used to catch the number 4 bus a lot. Oh yeah, the destination on there. If you can read it, I don't think you can. I don't think. Oh yeah, you might just be able to pick it up there. This camera is way better at close, so it's maybe not as good as some because it doesn't really do it. It can't really do it for that long. It can struggle a bit. Well, it's the number 4 service. The tram's actual number is 242 there. And that says Kirkstall Abbey. Yeah, Kirkstall Abbey is not far from me at all. I've been there many times, and it's on the other end there as well. And you know, the usual classic adverts along the side. Was it Moccasins? So strong, so smooth, as it says under there. I'm not really sure what that is. Oh, the pantograph moves as well on there. I'm not sure how high do these go for the overhead wise, but yeah, these trams, they're great. You know, great classic piece of public transport. The cow catchers on the front, the doors as well. I mean, we've got a nice separately fitted rail, handrail between the doors there for you to hold onto as you enter and exit. Or maybe people enter on that side. Well, since we drive on this side of the road, you know, people enter there and exit here. Well, you could put it that way. So yeah, again, a four-wheeler, this tram. Oh yeah, I know that. Obviously, know that advert there. Beer at its best. Tetley. I'm not sure if that was part of the reason why my dad got this one. That's focusing really well. Again, apologies if any of the shots are out of focus for a fair while. I mean, that was the case a lot with my other camera. I just had to do the best I could with that one. I mean, I love the old. It's obviously just not going to really focus enough for that. I don't think, unless I hold extremely still. But anyway, that says I may as well read it. Yeah, Yeah, oh yeah. The Leeds City Transport with the logo on there. I mean, that's still around in areas now, I think, and can't really pick that out, but really it's a very nice one. Yeah, if you've probably seen it, there's like a shark's fin shaped hole in the window there. You can just pick it up there. Yeah. We didn't cause that. We soon discovered that not long after my dad opened it. He was a bit disappointed, but at the end of he didn't. I mean, that is big. That is a fairly biggish piece of broken glass that's out. You know, quite a disappointment. You know, it definitely was. I mean, I can remember all those years ago when he opened it. Definitely over 10 years. I can definitely remember him finding that piece out of the window when he opened it, which he was fairly not majorly disappointed about. I thought he was going to be rather annoyed about it. Or really, really devastated because it's a Leeds transport. Which which is where we live. Which is where we live now. Although my dad spent half of his first half of his life up north in Cumbria. But again, always best to get a model of a transport. Well, a model of something public transport like bus, tram, train. Connected to where to where you live, or especially with the actual name of your town, or somewhere again like Kirkstall Abbey that's fairly close to you. I'll bring the piece of track again, over. It doesn't fit on. Oh yeah, that's on. Just let me double check. Yeah, that's definitely on. I'll just remove the camera from the tripod to get a close look. Insect, which I sort of nicknamed it. But yeah, that's definitely on. Oops, let's just not put the light here. Yeah, just as they move along. Yeah, no, they mostly run on truck with tram rails. With concrete or tarmacked over. Which you could drive over. But at times they did run onto actual recognisable track like this. I mean, they do in Blackpool. In Blackpool further up, like as you head towards Fleetwood, it does eventually turn from rails that you can walk and drive over to actual track like this. Which is which is off limits to public and vehicles, road vehicles. So yeah. That's definitely on. All aboard. Next stop, Kirkstall Abbey. Shame it isn't motorised again. Was it one of my neighbours has got, or did have a motorised tram, which was one like a. Yeah, I think it was a yellow balloon one. Again, we're going to have a look at that next. That one does fit as well on this. I mean, the only thing is that that one can't go around corners because it's got two separate four-wheel bogies and they don't turn, so it can't go around practically any type of corner at all, or maybe an extremely slight one. This one can though. I mean, I think I can remember playing with this one years ago and pushing it around second radius curves. Because it's only a four-wheel bogie and not exactly long wheelbase. However, again, as I said, the wheels they're not fantastically shaped. They're a little bit on the you can just see, but they're a little bit on the I would say sort of flat side. Of course, not as good as say Hornby and Bachmann. If I had to mention those. And again, it can do really easily, but as you're pushing it along, you can quite easily push it off, particularly on curves. But the good thing is, at least it does fit on this track. I'm actually very glad it does. I mean, actually, when my dad bought this, I myself, and my brother, in fact, we both bought, which I don't think I have anymore. Well, I haven't seen them for years, a long time, and I don't think they would have fitted on here anyway. Was models of more modern white two-car bendy trams. Bendy bus models, just bendy trams. Yeah. I can. It's coming back to me now. That visit to that tram museum. I think it is in East Midlands somewhere. Again, put down in the comments here if you realise which one I'm on about. It's got a little bit of a wobble to it, but yeah, it's pretty good. Let's just one more look from this end before we look at the Blackpool Balloon one. Let's just have a look at it coming towards us. Just move it back to the end. Yeah, well, really on straights, it stays on quite well. But again, even though it can go around corners, this one, because it's only a four-wheel short wheelbase and short wheelbase bogie it's running on there. Again, it can still derail quite easily. But anyway, let's have a look at the Blackpool Balloon one. Okay, here we are with the Corgi Classics old Blackpool Balloon tram. Of course, we all know. Well, they still run the older ones on the Blackpool tram line. Was it from the Blackpool Fairground up towards Fleetwood area? Although the main public service now is the newer Flexity ones. You can put down your opinions about those. I'd probably like them better if they had them. They certainly suit a big city, but more classic, more classic traditional coast place like Blackpool. These are the heart. These are the eye. We all love these classics, and again, just like the Leeds one has on the logo. Well, yeah. Blackpool Corporation Transport. I really love that logo. I mean, it's even got like old black and white images. You see, you could just see, see the tower there. God, last time I've been to Blackpool a lot. I went just last year, but last time I went up the tower. Whew, long time ago. It was this tower on that one's, on that one's there. I mean, a little bit, well, small bit of history here. Was it pre-war, wartime, post-war? Yeah, introduced in 1934. This double-deck tram was designed and built by English Electric. This livery was used as well. This livery was actually properly used until 1939. Again, another picture. There was a number. Was it number 43505? It's almost like a steam locomotive Black 5's number, that really. As I said, this one is screwed in, so we'll have to have a cutaway whilst I unscrew it. Well, I'd rather have a cut. See, yeah. Oh, just things swinging. Yeah, just two screws. I've got a screwdriver. Yeah, again, the same type of wheels as the Leeds one. Again, will fit on the Hornby track. Again, just can't go around bends because the bogies don't turn. But nice to see it running on the straights at least. Again, just really love this old design. I mean, what's this one's number? Has it got a number on it? I can't really. Again, one tram my dad. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll carry on one site. Okay, we're back, and just quickly before I show a tram. We never really got to this. Was it for information pack or card like that? Again, this is another tram he's had for years. I mean, well, must be its actual number. Well, like it's like the older number they had or something. Yeah, Blackpool Blackpool Balloon tram post-war number 43505. But it's pretty much the same as a steam loco. Well, the way it is like that, 5-digit number, just like a steam locomotive's number really. Yeah, 43505, and some brief history here. I might pick that up. Maybe, yeah, I can't hold this for too long in front of the camera, but maybe you could have maybe paused it. If you want to read, if you can pick that out, you can pause it there at any time to have a quick read through. But yeah, here is the tram. Yeah, again, four-wheel bogie. I mean, this piece of polystyrene. I can't remember where that came from. It was definitely from the box. Again, just like opening up a Hornby, a Hornby Bachmann locomotive with the polystyrene. These little bits off of the screws to go in. Actually, you can just see the holes there, one there, and one there at each end. There's pantograph there. Does it? Oh yeah. Yep. This is one that turns. So, sorry, I can just see it. If you can hear that, it's quite faint. I can hear someone's house alarm going off out there. Luckily, it's not too loud. Yeah, that turns around. So it's a bit like a tank gun, isn't it? It's a tank. But yeah, really, really smart indeed. Fairly good detail. The lights there. Again, they did slightly modernise these, both double and single deckers, but I'd say that was just enough. But then, of course, they've got the really, really modern thing. Yeah, although, however, they have painted one of the older balloon, double-decker balloon ones in the modern livery, the sort of white and purple. At least that actually works quite well. That actually, I may have fitted it with automatic, more modern type automatic doors. Maybe it's just more like a porch which sticks out slightly from the side. But at least it's an older tram, just in the newer livery. It's actually, I'm just sort of quite happy they've done that. That they've kept they're keeping an old shape of tram running in the new livery. But I had a look at the old tram depot. Of course, one end of the line there was the Blackpool Fairground. Around there. There's the big modern depot for the modern ones, and further towards into the centre of town is the old depot one. I had a look there, and there's still a good fair number of balloon ones, and even older vintage ones there, similar shape, but just in the Blackpool livery. Very, very similar to this one here, so even older. Which they run on like special excursions, which is still good. I was hoping to see one running when I went to Blackpool just last summer, but I didn't see one running, but at least I saw a lot of them in their depot area. Again, the windows on top. And again, the last time I actually rode on one of these old trams, again, once again, a long time ago. Again, of course, you can get these as motorised, obviously with turning bogies. I mean, I wouldn't mind one running around the layout. Again, the cow catchers there. I'm a big fan of these Blackpool balloon ones. I mean, they've always been special to me. So what's the advert? Was it Fortune Farthings? Win on Empire, £75,000. The pool for millions. Same on this side as well. Interesting. And I think that the Blackpool Transport logo there. Might be. There are 4 of these, 2 on each side. But yeah, these are just brilliant. Let's take over the track, and I'll just once again remove the camera off the. Okay, here we are. I'm going to have to be quick because the camera battery's starting to get low. But we'll just have a brief look at her on the track. I mean, we of course more wheels. So again, not absolutely perfectly shaped train wheels. Oops, sorry, just wobbling the camera a bit there, just trying to get to the zoom button. Fingers are a slightly awkward position, but yeah, again, not brilliantly shaped train wheels. So, of course, more difficult to get on. Oh, it definitely doesn't ride as smoothly. Again, and this is just on the straight. Still a lovely, beautiful model though, but doesn't ride as smoothly and seems to derail a lot more easier than the other one. Again, main reason because the wheels aren't perfectly shaped and just okay enough to fit on. For it to sit on the tracks rather comfortably. Well, just okay, I guess. But yeah, I mean, even if you just want to push this one along on these straights, you have to hold it very lightly. It actually comes off dead easy. Oh, it's just staying on there. Oh. I mean, again, it was just riding on the side rims there. But yeah, still really good. I mean, also probably because it's heavier as well. Again, the slightest bend at all. Well, obviously, because the bogies don't turn. But yeah, definitely is vulnerable to derailing or just 1 or 2 wheels coming off way easier than the other one. The other one actually stayed on rather well when pushing it along on a straight. Again, just had to be careful on the bends, but that's just staying on. Maybe if I just hold it maybe 2 or 3 fingers in the middle, just don't put any pressure on the ends because that'll just push it straight off. But yes, these are still lovely. We're we're definitely taking good care of these. I mean, I often keep forgetting at times that they're still in the wardrobe. They were actually stored down the side there. You just see the Hornby goods shed there, but they were stored down the side at the back, so I've swapped places with those. I was going to put them in the front, so I noticed them more and keep remembering that they're in there. So yeah, running this track, looks like it's heading up towards Fleetwood. Yeah, because again, as I said, around that area, just go, from rails being flush with the road, accessible for pedestrians, and well, I wouldn't exactly walk along them, but but you can walk over and drive over them. But it does eventually turn over turn to track like this further up the coast. I mean, when I was young, when we used to drive along the front, so it was the promenade front way of Blackpool, to see the lights at night. Again, seeing the trams, seeing the trams all lit up, specially shaped ones. Blackpool, it may be shabby in a lot of areas, it may be run down, but I still love it. It's definitely a place which has held close to me for years. I mean, my parents first took me there in about 1992, not long after. When I was only about a month or two old. Seems to stay on going this way, actually. Let me try it again. Oh, yeah, it seems to definitely stay on. Better going this way. Unless... Wait a minute. I think if I push slightly towards this way, push that way, I think that actually keeps it on. Yeah, it does actually. If I push it slightly, it's going that way, push it slightly to its right, so right side going that way, it actually stays on better. So yeah, thanks for watching again. Again, the battery's getting low, but yeah, I hope you've enjoyed looking at these trams. They're models of classic ones at least.